Hey guys, good afternoon. I want to show you something. I had to put my gloves on because it's still really hot from making this, or from testing this. But this is my mini rocket stove. Got a little handle on it so you can carry it around. It's actually, I'm in the video, if you watch it, I say it's really, really, really heavy, like 300 pounds. Well, it really isn't. It is made out of 1/4-inch steel, though. And if you don't make any of the rocket stoves that I showed you before, make this one. This one is absolutely, I said the last one was the best. And the one before that I said was the best. And the one before that I said was the best. But this one, trust me, it is the best. Especially if you're going to use it like I am for camping and to take with you on trips, in case you want a quick meal. This works fantastic. Now, I almost didn't release the video because I did something, and you'll see parts of the video where maybe it's a little interrupted because I made a drawer, and I cut out the parts of me making the drawer, but I made a drawer. It's like an ash pan, let's just say. It's starting to cool down a little bit now. Anyway, you put the drawer in like that. And I thought, well, you know what? That'd be kind of cool, to have a little drawer in my rocket stove. So I tested it with the drawer in, and it worked okay. But it didn't work well enough. I couldn't get the water to even boil at all with this drawer in there. So I thought it was a complete failure. So, on to the next project, right? But it's kind of, it's okay. It works okay, but it doesn't really get your food as hot as I'd like it anyway. And I try. It's cold out, but it still should do it. So I thought, you know what? As long as I'm doing it anyway, I'll take the drawer out and give it a whirl. So I emptied everything out of it, started from scratch, took the drawer out of it, and this thing just took off. I mean, it took off. It boiled that water for, I put a bunch of snow in there. That's the part I cut out because it had the drawer in it. But anyway, once the snow melted, I started from scratch. The water was cold again, and I fired this thing back up, and poof! I mean, within a minute, it seemed like within a minute, that water was just, I grant you it was a small frying pan, but that water just started boiling right away. So I really highly recommend, if you want to build something like this, because it's portable, it just works so well. And it's not my design. I took it from a picture I saw. I just looked at a picture and I go, yeah, I'll try that. Same as I did the last one. So I'm no genius, believe me. But I really enjoyed this build. It came out good. I need to paint it, obviously. I'll wait till spring and paint it with some high heat temperature paint. But here's the video on how I did it, if you care to see. And thanks for watching it. Talk to you later. Time for number 4. Today we're going to do something a little bit differently. We're going to make a rocket stove, but we're going to make it more compact. And I'm going to use, for the first time on a project, actually, my titanium, a Harbor Freight titanium plasma cutter. Now I fooled around with it, you know, just screwing around. I've never really done anything with it. So I figure, you know what? It's like we're in our last days of the cold temperatures, so I figure now it's high time that I made a project, at least making a cut or two with my plasma cutter. How do you like my eyes, boys? It's kind of fun. I mean, I got 2 holes workable, but I'm going for a 3rd. Okay, you know, that was the first time ever doing anything with my plasma cutter, trying it. So, I mean, they're all 3 usable. It looks, you know, I freehanded these 2, and I stenciled this one. And you know, all 3 of them are usable, but I grinded out this one, so I'm going to use this one, which means an extra cut, but that's okay. Okay, we got our 4-inch square tubing cut to 11 inches long, and I cut a 15-inch piece of pipe to put, that's going to be the chamber there. Nice little groove to do some filler welding. And there we got it leveled out for welding. So let's get to it. We filled her in pretty good. Filled in a couple of those plasma cut holes. I'll grind that out. All right, we went out and cleaned it up. So we have the air intake and the stack. We're going to be doing some cutting in this, and yeah, you'll see. We got to put the feed tube in here yet. Okay, we marked this section of practice 4x4 with 45-degree angle at one side of it, at the good side, not the bad side. We're going to cut that out, and then we're going to get ready to cut out a hole in this also. You can hear I'm milking this blade for all it's worth. We got that 45-degree angle, and now we're just cutting it to 6 1/4 inches. I mismeasured this. I'm gonna have to cut this down that much farther. I gotta take a little more off that stack. That looks better. That looks normal now. Now I just have to figure out where I'm going to put that and trace it out. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Just out there with my cutting disc, just cutting away, and I have my respirator on, and you know, I usually wear it when I'm cutting with that, even outside, but I kept smelling something. I go, I shouldn't, that smells like something's burning. So I just kept grinding, kept cutting away, and I go, it smells getting stronger. Burned a hole right through my welding jacket and through my t-shirt. I think I'm okay though. Yeah, I just got soot on my belly, so I think I'm okay. Old people do shit like that, you know? They just do. I can prove it. Well, this old one does shit like that. Yeah, we cut it the best we could with the tabo. Now we'll go to to finish it up. Yay! And there it is. They all kind of look the same, don't they? I guess it's the same principle. I think I'm gonna use this cut off piece that I just cut off of there and weld it into the back here. So I have to cut this now. Yeah, I could use the Metabo, but I haven't used this Milwaukee. I said that's old Milwaukee. I'm thinking of beer. I don't drink, but that's what you think of when you think of Milwaukee. Anyway, I got the Milwaukee band, so I want to use it. There. We'll have to fill in some gaps, but no biggie. Just fold it in. Alright guys, we got the back end capped off. Now, we gotta put this baby on. How's that look? That looks straight to you? That looks straight to me. All right, we got that welded in pretty good, I think. And here it is thus far. Little mini stove. It's heavy though because it's out of, what is that? Yeah, quarter inch steel, all of it. I don't know if it'll work. It's fun to make though. They're all fun to make. Okay, I found a nice hinge. And then I'll just weld this plate I just cut on there. And like the last one, I found another nose to stick on this, another little piece laying in the parts bin. So, yeah, that'll work. Whoop. Whoop. Kind of holds it open if you need it open. I took it outside, kind of polished it up a little bit, just run a 110 or 120 flap disc over the whole thing. And this is definitely not going to need legs. It's not tippy at all, not even a little bit. So we'll just use it like that. We'll put the cooktop on it and then fire it up, see if it works. Okay, I'm going to fabricate the plate for the top, the same as I did the other ones, or at least two of the three. And instead of 12 inches long, like I made the last two, I'm going to make this 7 inches long each. Because it's not as big, right? We got them cut with the Metabo. And there it is. We got the cooktop on it. Our fourth and probably last rocket stove. Now I guess we just see if it works. Maybe we'll just put this on it. There, that's better. Who, me? Oh, I'm just going to cook some lunch with my portable rocket stove. It only weighs about 300 pounds. That's okay though, because it's sturdy. And here's the wood we had left over from the last demonstration, so use some of that. Well, that is compact. Here's my hand. Just to give you some idea. Yeah, I went through all the drawer building because I thought it would be cool, and it looks cool with it in there, but you know, I thought, you know, it's just different. Turns out that was a waste of time. I mean, this is boiling water right now. Within a minute of me taking the drawer out, it started boiling water. So that's the way to go. Look at that. That is efficient. Man, that is cooking. That's the hottest stove yet right now. Boy, I'm sure glad I decided to try it without the drawer in it. Boy, that baby is cooking now. Now, you know I wouldn't do this if I wasn't sure it would work, right? I mean, I wouldn't put the video out and I wouldn't give you the measurements. So, 11 inches. From the base, 15 inches. And the pipe is 11 inches. And I think we already said this was 6 3/4 inches. And this is 1/4 inch thick 4x4 square tubing. And this is 3.5 inch 1/4 inch thick round tubing. Works good. Works really good. I'm looking forward to using this one on a camping trip. I think we can call this the warmer. We could use that like to keep your food warm. This to keep your food extremely hot. Still boiling. I think the only reason you'd want this is so you can peek in there to see how your wood's doing without having to stick your face down there all the time. And you could lean longer sticks up, poke at it and stuff like that and see what you're doing. See that? Anyway, if you're an outdoorsman or you go camping or you just want something, maybe you don't make it out of 1/4 inch steel. It's all I had, but this works really, really good, really well. I'll vouch for it. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.